What I'm going to do is I'm going to just list off the different movie trailers, and then I'll give you a small description of each one and talk about why I'm excited for this movie, why this trailer does what it's supposed to do in getting people excited to go and see their films. So earlier in the week, for the first bit, we got a teaser for a horror movie called The Prodigy. After that, we got a whole lot of movie trailers dumped on us at the very end of the week, which is very odd. But after that, we got How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. It's the third iteration of the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. We get a new Liam Neeson movie called Cold Pursuit, and yes, it looks like another Taken movie, and yes, it looks awesome. And the final trailer that I want to talk about today is the final trailer, actually, for Bohemian Rhapsody. It's the last trailer that came out, and it's the last trailer that showed a little bit more humanity for the Queen band. Now, I want to go first back to the Prodigy trailer. I first saw this trailer when I went to go see Halloween. It hadn't dropped yet on the internet, or if it had, I hadn't become aware of it yet. And I have to say, this is the first horror movie trailer that actually legitimately scared me. So it's not a huge scare. It's not something that, you're not going to be able to sleep at night, but it's definitely something that sticks with you. Watch it from beginning to end, and definitely turn the volume up just a little bit. Don't blast your eardrums, but definitely watch it. The Prodigy is about a mom who is currently trying to deal with her son, who is starting to show some really disturbing behaviors, some supernatural behaviors, and we've determined that he or whatever is possessing him is evil. Now, I know this sounds like a premise that we have all seen to death 1,000 times. And if they didn't do this one thing, I'm not going to spoil it, but if they didn't do this one thing in the trailer, I would just pass this off as just another wannabe horror film that is not going to do a whole lot of good. However, they did something in this trailer that I personally have never seen before. And I'll tell you what, it made me jump when I saw it in the theater. So definitely check that out if you're a horror fan. And if you're not a horror fan, check it out anyway. Or if you're too scared to watch it, go grab the closest friend or relative that does not know that this is a horror movie, put it on for them, and watch them jump. It'll be hilarious. And also, guys, I completely forgot to mention, check out the description of this podcast, and I'm going to leave a link to all of these trailers so that you can go check them out really easily. I forgot to mention that at the beginning, but better late than never. All right, we're going to move on to the second trailer, which is a new trailer for the third iteration of the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. It's called How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. This movie is supposed to be possibly the final movie of the franchise. We'll see what happens if this continues to make as much money as the last two movies. I highly doubt this becomes the final one. And just like the other movies, this is about a boy trying to save a whole bunch of dragons. So we're not going to see anything new here other than a bunch of heartwarming stuff between a boy and his dog. I mean, a boy and his dragon named Toothless. Now, this trailer shows two different things. At first, it's going to show that Toothless is out there and he's looking for a potential mate. Hopefully, this movie doesn't go into the NC-17 rating. I'm just kidding. Of course, this is going to be PG romance. But there's a couple of really cute scenes in there while he's trying to woo his crush in there, the way that most of us men tend to do. So we've got the love interest in there, but we've also got another thing where there's this guy named Burke who's fully intent on capturing as many dragons as possible. This is something that we saw in the second movie where we had somebody who was going out to try and kill as many dragons as possible. So this is going to be just a lot of Toothless and his girlfriend. I'm willing to bet Toothless's girlfriend gets captured, and then they're going to go and rescue her along with all the dragons that have been captured. There's going to be a huge battle, and everything's going to end well at the end. Just about everybody's going to be able to figure this out from the trailer. But you don't go to these movies for the story. You go to them for the heart. The characters in these movies have always been something that I really, really like, and they're the reason that this movie continues to make so much at the box office. There are not too many animated movies that have a franchise that can be considered some of the greatest trilogies of all time. The only one I can think of off the top of my head is the Toy Story trilogy, and there's no other animated films that really go into that you can say all 3 movies in the trilogy were great. If this movie lands the way that the last 2 have, then while this may not be the greatest animated trilogy, I'm still thinking Toy Story's got that no problem. However, you wouldn't be wrong in wanting to bring that up in the conversation. This is a great trailer. Go and check it out. All right, and the second to last trailer that I want to talk about is going to be Liam Neeson's movie, Cold Persuit. Now, like I said earlier, this is very much something that looks like it comes from the same vein as Taken and Taken 2 and Taken 3 and every other action movie that Liam Neeson has been in, and damn it, I want to see this one too. This looks great. Neeson is going to be playing a character who is a snowplow driver. He's got a normal family life with his son and his wife who loves him very much. And then, boom, his son dies. Why did his son die? Drug overdose. Why was his son drugged? Because of gangsters and drug lords. That's why. And it's going to be up to Liam Neeson to find every one of them and kill every one of them. The movie trailer is very violent. It's a lot of fun. A lot of really funny little situations that they tend to get in. And the entire movie is set to Blue Oyster Cult's Don't Fear the Reaper. There's no way that this can fail. I am 100% in on this movie. I am buying my tickets at this moment. Actually, I'm not. The tickets aren't out yet. But you better believe that once this movie is available to buy the tickets, I'm going to buy it. The movie is set to debut on February the 8th. Check this trailer out. You will not be disappointed. You're going to love this trailer. I guarantee it. All right. Last and final trailer that we're going to talk about is the actual final trailer for Bohemian Rhapsody. When this movie was first announced, I was pretty excited. At the time, we had Sacha Baron Cohen, who is going to be playing the universally known Freddie Mercury. He did step out of the project, and now we've got Rami Malek stepping into his shoes. And we've got Bryan Singer, who directed the X-Men movies, who was the original director. There was a little bit of drama in the film, but I'll get to that here in a second. First, we're going to talk about the trailer. This trailer was awesome. If you've seen the last couple of trailers that have come out for Bohemian Rhapsody, then you know that the trailers centered around a lot of the performance, the stage, the music. This one got a little bit more personable. This is the first trailer where they show and talk about Freddie Mercury's sexuality, which was a big thing in the 80s. Was he straight? Was he not straight? But he was married. What was going on there? We also saw him talking to his family about his name change to Freddie Mercury so that he would better be able to be recognized and be accepted ultimately by America and by the European crowds. It's unfortunate that that had to happen. However, it was the 80s. What can I say? And it is for those things that we see in the trailer why this trailer works so well. The last couple focusing on the really fun part of Queen, but this one still sticking to that fun stuff, but showing that the movie is going to be a little bit more of a personal look at Freddie Mercury, the man. Somebody who was so eccentric and so larger than life. Somebody who could capture an audience like many couldn't. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of people out there who claim that Freddie Mercury was probably the best frontman of all time. And there's definitely an argument to be made for that. And this trailer shows that. Not only in his musicality, not only in his ability to work a crowd, but also in his humanity. What he had to do to become the infamous and legendary Freddie Mercury, the singer for Queen. This movie is going to be coming out on November the 2nd. And I've already bought my ticket for that, and that's not a joke this time. I do have my ticket to go and see Bohemian Rhapsody. Check out this trailer, and let me know what your thoughts are on it.